One of the clients that I think about as it relates to this freeze response is an adolescent who was adopted from East Africa, and she was adopted by a white family. They live in a predominantly white neighborhood, go to a predominantly white school, and two of the experiences that she describes as it relates to the freeze response. One is she will uh, be having a great time with her friends, sitting around at someone's house, and it's happened more than once that one of the friends will drop the N word. And she is like literally frozen in time and space, and then is silent but very angry. And then the person will notice her discomfort. And this was an amazing thing to me. I'll say generationally, because I had not heard of this, but she said, they will say to her, don't I get a pass? That my other Black friend said I get a pass, meaning that somehow, like, yes, that you're cool enough, that you're connected enough, that you're allowed to say it. And so then it becomes this thing at her of like, you're supposed to give me this pass. And she says no, right? You don't get a pass. That's not okay. And then she had the experience of, her mother was telling a story and used the word. And so then, the freeze response, she was in the car and her parents were driving in the front. And then when she got upset about it, then her mother kind of made it about her, meaning like, because the daughter said something like, when you said that, it made me feel not safe. So the mother very much personalized that of like, what are you saying about me? I always try to be a good mother, and I adopted you and I do various community service things for Black people, and was kind of pulling for her to take care of her. Uh, and so then again you have like the power dynamic with the peers. It's these whole group of kids where you're the only one, and like no one is coming to your defense or support. And then in the relationship with the parents, the mother pulls for like, take care of me, and the father goes silent. um, and so there is that sense of being that I just have to shut down. Like, and this is one of those examples where, in some ways, literally, I can't get out of here, right? This is my school. This is my home. I don't have anywhere to go. And so it was interesting because actually, with this particular client, she insisted to her mother that she wanted to go to therapy and that her mother needed to find a Black therapist. And so when she came in, it was all of this that she has been carrying through childhood and adolescence now as a high school teenager. And so to really first to grieve that, right? It was important for me to sit with and acknowledge with her how horrible those situations were, and how it wasn't just or fair or okay that she was being put in those situations, or that they were even happening. Um, and then also to be able to give space for the layers of complicated feelings, right? Because yes, she loves her parents and she knows they love her. And also, this is not okay. And even with these, quote unquote friends, although she started to try to tease out, who are the people that are my real friends? And like, and what does that mean? And we were able to, one of the differences when we deal with oppression or liberation psychology or decolonizing psychology, one of the key differences is, while traditional trauma therapy focuses on coping, liberation or decolonizing therapy talks about also resistance. And so resistance meaning, how do I fight to not internalize those beliefs about myself? And also, how, when it is safe, do I use my voice or my agency to speak up about these issues or to seek out community? And a part of that she did, right? And saying, I need to go talk to somebody who is going to have compassion and support for what I'm saying. Um, and so, with uh, both the affirmation and the grieving, but then also the mobilization around what does she want to, or what is she comfortable with saying to the friends. So now it's gotten to the point where, because unfortunately these occurrences have continued with different people, but now she'll have a friend who, if they don't feel comfortable saying something in the moment, so sometimes they will say, they'll turn to the person and say, that's not okay, or you shouldn't say that. Or they will come to her afterwards. So she'll walk away, and then a friend will come to kind of check in on her and to try to offer their support. But to figuring out how to navigate these spaces in your body and still be present with yourself, so that you're not having to hold it all in.